a segment of our market that's growing. According to, the release from the AP, investment properties, people buying investment property is on the decline, but people buying vacation homes are on the upswing. So more and more people are buying, vacation homes. They're saying, hey, look, I want to be on Gulf Boulevard and, on the beach. I want to be, maybe out in the country. If they're Canadian, they tend to not, they tend to kind of go back and forth between whether they want to be on the beach or whether they want to be a little more inland. I think a lot of people outside of Florida get spooked about hurricanes, even though we don't, in Tampa Bay, we don't really have them, but they see one on the news over a several-year period, and they just think we get them every day. In Canada, they're not showing, it's beautiful sunshine in Florida every day on the news there. They're showing it when there's something chaotic, and so they're a little more spooked about that. So that's something you have to overcome. So again, you're listening to the Duncan Duo Real Estate Show here on 970 WFLA. I've had Robert Johnson on the show with me talking about pricing your home. We've talked about some of our smoking hot deals at TampaBaySmokingDeals.com. We've talked interest rates, and talked about the flood insurance. And certainly we'd love the opportunity to speak to you. So if you have questions, you can call us 855-970-9352. Speaking of vacation, ownership, a lot of people, that buy a vacation home, they want to get use out of it, but they want to rent it too. So and that's also a part of the market that's starting to come back. People buying a home and saying, I'm going to use it for 3 or 4 months, but I want to do seasonal rentals and things like that. And that's why it's really important if you're thinking about buying a vacation home, whether you're buying it here or whether you're buying it somewhere else, whether we're helping you or whether you're asking us to help you find an agent, to make sure the agent understands the rules and regulations in that particular area. Because vacation ownership, it's a whole different ballgame when you want to rent a property out for a week. There's homeowners associations and condo associations and town rules, and there's a lot of different steps you have to go through to make sure, you certainly don't want to buy a property and to find out your building requires a 1-year lease.
What's great
we
about,
run into that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's great about that is, let's say you're a local and you want to have a vacation home or a condo over at the beach,
Which is really common. People live in South Tampa, Carrollwood, East Hillsborough. They want a place to go out to the beach.
Yeah, and a lot of us, we want to use it in the summer. We want to use it in the warm months. Well,
right.
People from up north, they want to come down in the winter when we don't want to use it anyway. So it's
right.
actually a great thing to rent out weekly or however your building allows. But it's something to think about.
You have to make sure that the community will allow it, because so often they're 30-day notice or they're whatever. And I can tell you, you do not want to fight your HOA on this. You don't want to break the rules. You don't want to deal with the fines and the liens. And I mean, it can even go as far as the HOA can foreclose on your unit if you're violating rules consistently when they've told you you can't do those particular things. So you have to be really conscious about it. Now that doesn't prohibit your own use. So there's no one that can tell you have to live in a property permanently or anything like that. You can use it as, it's not like they're there every day knocking on the door. This is more for, you renting it for income. And it is something that you have to be very conscious about.